How was everybody's weekend? VIP Aaron says, I ran a trail 5K and hurt my neck taking a drink of water. Oh, that's the worst. It's like you're doing all the right things and then you go to do something that your body requires and you're like, oh. Glad to see everyone. Catherine says, oh my gosh. Well, are you feeling better, VIP Aaron? Are you feeling better? I hope so. Good morning, YouTube. I totally missed going live. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, TikTok. You're watching live with LWL Lindsay with Love. It is November 4th on a Monday morning, November 4th, 2024. It was a great weekend, VIP Deborah says. Catherine's laughing at VIP Aaron. Oh. Yeah, this is wild. Sometimes that just happens, right? It's like the one day this happened to me back in Michigan when I broke a different fingernail off, but not completely like, oh, by the way, you guys, I got my pinky fixed. Woohoo! I got all my fingernails back. I'm so happy. Hi, Lala. Welcome to the chat. It happened to me. It was like the first time I decided to do yoga in like months. And I literally was just like going in to like do a little like, little stretch. And I caught my nail on the yoga mat and just like ripped my nail. I was like, seriously, like I finally go to do something and then this manifesting up a storm, not literally. Marsha, welcome to the chat. Pretty Lala says thank you. Yes, VIP Deborah. All right, let's see. So silly. I am now leaving Carmen now and headed home for coffee and you all. Oh, amazing. Good. Just breathe, right? We've got to breathe, you guys. It's about to get a little wild and crazy. Good morning, Arch Goat Show. Welcome to the chat on YouTube. Thanks for being here. As you guys know, it's about to get a little wild and crazy. It is. Let's just say what it is, but not in Lindsay with Love. We're going to say calm, cool, collected. You guys, I have to show you what I did over the weekend. I finished my sweater. Well, I actually need to block it still. We're going to get onto the show, you guys, but I just wanted to show you. Look how pretty she is. I'm so excited to wear this thing, but it's very fragile. I think literally part of my gold chain is a little bit on my bracelet. There's like a little part that sticks out and I think I cut the yarn with my bracelet. So I have to be very careful. I need to block it still. It's a little bit tighter than I wanted. So I'm going to stretch it just ever so slightly. So it's a little bit more kind of flowy, but thank you. I'm so excited to wear it. It's like the perfect fall sweater, especially here in the South, because it's not so cold, but it's not necessarily hot, if you know what I mean. Great color. Thank you, Lala. Thank you, guys. You're so sweet. Okay, let's get on with it today. What are we talking about today? I was listening to something quite interesting this morning, you guys, and I wanted to share it with you. I have like a whole script ready to go. Catherine says to VIP Aaron, my therapist jokes he has aged and turns over in bed and pulls a muscle. Not me, forever young. Catherine says, go on, Catherine. Same. I am forever young too. I just am like, in my mind, I'm like, what is the point to get old? Getting older just means you have more responsibilities and like things in the world. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Vault Vodka, welcome to the chat. Marsha, thank you. You guys, thank you for all the likes. I appreciate you. I wanted to share with you guys today a couple of things, a couple of quick announcements. One, for those of you that are not in the Manifesting Club but want to join, the doors are now reopened. We are manifesting kind of under the full moon, right? The full moon's on the 15th. We're manifesting on the 14th at 8 p.m. So we're definitely going to get the full moon energy. 14th at 8 p.m. So doors are closing Tuesday, the 12th. So if you want in, please join. If you don't want in, no worries. It's $11 a month to start creating your best reality. For those of you that are in the Cosmic Collective, we're spiritually chatting at 8 p.m. on Wednesday night, FYI. So I'll send out the November schedule today via email. So that way you guys have all of the spiritual chats and the energy healing in your inbox. Sound good? Sounds good. Okay. Catherine, this is Catherine Girl. I was focused on how proud I was that I was running the dang thing versus walking. I know, right? It's like always when it's those moments. And then you like just let up like the resistance a little and then something silly happens. I'm just putting my note, send Cosmic Collective email out today. For those of you that are in line for your reports, any astrology reports that you're waiting for, I am working through them. I hope to have everyone caught up by the 8th, which will be this Friday. And I am now offering, I'm quoting a lead time for all reports 30 days, up to 30 days. Now that doesn't mean it's going to take 30 days. I'm just saying your girl is busy over here writing all these reports and I want to give myself enough time and not feel rushed. If you do want to buy a report under 10 days or less, there is an express option for every single report now. It's going to be more expensive because it's express. You basically skip the line. Let me get this lighting a little bit better there. So my eyes are hurting. Okay. So if you want to report within 10 days, you can choose express. If you want to allow up to 30 days, then just choose the regular price. Good morning, Jenna. Welcome to the chat. And VIP Deborah says to VIP Erin, I'm not a pretty runner. Mark always makes fun of me. Hey, listen, you know what? At least you're moving your body. That's all that counts, right? That's all that counts. And for those of you that want inside the Manifesting Club, please join before the 12th because we are manifesting together live on Zoom on the 14th at 8 p.m. You guys, but Jenna, thank you for the 11 heart puffs. I appreciate you always. Thank you for the heart puffs. Thank you all for giving me likes. Thanks for wooing with me, having a collaborative conversation this morning. I appreciate it. A couple of interesting things happened this weekend. One I just totally forgot about, but I was going to share with you. But the other one is this. I have it in my brain, which is, you know how we've talked before about being in a high vibration and knowing when your vibration's starting to slip and how important it is at that moment where you start to notice things are a little bit off compared to normal. So rather than you allowing them to be a little off and then a little more off and then a little more off, a little more off, and all of a sudden you're having a very frustrated day and now you're impatient and now you're angry and now you're pissed and all these things. Remember how we talked about that? You catch yourself up here when it just starts to feel a little bit off. You guys know I'm very proud of my man because he's been into his energy. I am so freaking proud. Oh my gosh, Vivi, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the chat. I'm not even paying attention to the comments, you guys. Okay, I'm doing okay. For all of you that are new here, please, thank you for the power hands. I appreciate it. Superpowers. We all have chakras in our hands, by the way. They are powerful. If you are new here and you like the conversation around energy, perspective shifting, energy healing, creating your best reality, manifesting, all the things, astrology, click the button up here for the follow button. I go live Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's a great place to be. He messaged me this morning because we leave Monday morning, he leaves to go to work. And he's always like, I'm going to miss you, da, 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 da. And I'm like, I know, babe, but we're both busy. Like, let's just focus in on the day. Like, let's get focused. Natasha, thank you for the follow. Da, 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 da. Thank you for the follow. Erin, VIP Erin, thank you for the heart me. I appreciate it. And this morning, he always texts me something very sweet on Monday mornings, like, I had a great weekend with you, and it was so nice to do blah, 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 whatever we did, and yada, 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 yada. It's very sweet. Thank you for the heart me, Marsha. Thank you for being on my team. And this morning, he sent me something quite interesting, which was, I didn't tell you, babe. I didn't tell you, but, sorry, the blind, okay. I'm not sure which way to go here there. I didn't tell you, but on Friday, I wasn't feeling the greatest. I was feeling a little bit like I was overtired. I'd like worn myself out. He'd been doing traveling. He's been very busy with work. We've been on the go all weekend. And he said, so on Friday, I turned the Rife machine to cold and flu or whatever. I think it's cold is one, influenza. There's like a billion influenza strains, so there's a bunch of those. I think he chose cold, and he let the frequencies hit us unbeknownst to me, right? He didn't tell me. He's in charge of the frequency machine. So I'm like, okay. Mimi, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the chat. And he texted me, he was like, and I did it Friday and Saturday, and Sunday I felt totally fine. So 2 super powerful things inside of this conversation. 3. 1, his awareness. His awareness that his energy was off. 2, him making the choice as soon as he recognized that the energy was off, to take action toward it, which meant in this case, turning on the frequency machine and resting a little bit more. Then rather than spiraling into, 3, he didn't tell me, he kept it to himself, right? Let's not speak out crappy manifestations. Let's speak out the good manifestations. Let's speak out what we actually desire versus talking about all the crap that's happening in our life, because that's not really going to create a better reality. It's just going to manifest what you don't want, right? I'm very proud of him too. And like, I would say even just a month ago, pretend a month ago him, he would have told me he doesn't feel well. He would have been talking about it most of the weekend, not in a complaining way because he's not a complainer, but just in like, I have sniffles, or I don't know, my body feels tired, or like he would say things like that, which we all know if you've been hanging out with me for more than a day or two, you know that you create your reality. You know that you'll perpetuate an illness. You'll perpetuate abundance. You'll perpetuate happiness, right? By copying and pasting your reality. Catherine, I know I'm going to tell him that you guys are so proud of him, because sometimes I tell him like they want to meet you, they're like proud of you. So he's like all like, yay, I think it helps. I mean, of course, like when people are proud of you, right? It helps you stay focused in on what you desire. Welcome to the chat, Mallory. Thank you for the follow, Mimi. I think you already said that. All right, great team. Lala says, yes, I was super proud of him. I was like, go on. That's amazing. And I even told him so. I was like, you don't realize what you just did, which was catch yourself from spiraling into a lower vibration, because you don't have to spiral yourself into a lower vibration. Most people do, but you don't have to, right? You don't have to. And so really being super mindful around what you're speaking out into the world, what you desire for yourself, and how you're communicating that is super powerful. Lala says he could always walk behind you, smile, and walk away. Wait, what? Behind me, smile, and walk away? I don't get it. I don't get it, Lala. I don't know. Did I say something strange? Good morning, VIP Yafa Empress. Welcome to the chat. So that was a super win, I feel like, because I have been working with him on my man. I know, but I don't get what you mean he could smile and walk away behind me. I don't get that part, but I don't know. Maybe I'm confused. Maybe I need a little bit more coffee because I've only had one sip of coffee. I've gotten 8,000 steps in this morning, a powerful meditation. Life is good. Mallory says, popped in halfway through the combo, but also very proud of him. Woohoo! Go your partner. Because he doesn't want to be, in my TikTok. Oh, I see. Yeah, he's never home when I'm live on TikTok anyway. Yeah, he's at work. But I will relay the message that you guys are very proud of him. So could you start teaching other people? Because I think the power in our collective and the power in us as light workers, the power in us as healers, as people with love in our hearts is once you learn something and you start to demonstrate it, can you help other people do it for themselves as well? Thank you for the heart hands, VIP Aaron, hand hearts. I always want to say heart hands, but it's called hand hearts. Thank you for being a title gifter. I appreciate you lighting up my gift gallery. Thank you so much on a Monday. Thank you for the follow, Carissa. Welcome to the chat, BB. Thanks for sharing the live. Yes, partner, yeehawing this morning because he's like, okay, well, I got that. All right, caught up. A beach on a Monday. Welcome, Priscilla. Okay, so much is happening in the chat. All right, so I was super proud of that. I'm trying to teach my husband positive thoughts, etc. It takes a second. Gift gallery going up on a Monday. I know, right? It takes a second. It takes a second. You guys, I've been with my partner for 8 years. 8 years, and it's still now he's like, oh, I see. I don't have to go. VIP Aaron, thank you for the mustache and the hat. I appreciate you. I really do. Thank you for lighting up my gifts gallery. It takes time, but the thing is if you demonstrate it for yourself, what will happen is people will say, oh, well, maybe I should actually give that a shot because I'm kind of tired of this reality, right? I'm kind of tired of this reality. Priscilla says, it seemed appropriate. Shelly, welcome to the chat. Shelly says, I love it. It was very appropriate for the conversation, partner. Priscilla says, my manifesting doesn't always work. My SP has mental health issues and is very moody. Yeah. Marsha, thank you for the friendship bracelet, necklace. Is it a necklace? Necklace. Thank you so much. Yeah, and thank you for the Aurora postcard. That's super sweet. Thank you. Yeah, it's hard when you have people that are on different frequencies. It is. It is. What is the frequency machine I mentioned, Natasha? It's called a Rife machine, and we got ours from. There's a bunch of them out there, by the way. It's a technology developed by a man named with the last name of Rife, which is why it's called the Rife machine. And the one we got is from True Rife, I want to say is what it was called. It's the one with Matthew Rife, who's apparently a distant relative of the inventor, creator of the technology. So in any event, it was a great weekend for that. I'm super proud of him. And I listened to something super powerful this morning I'd like to share with you guys. What do I think about grounding sheets? I have a grounding mat underneath my feet, and I think that they're great, especially if you can't get outside or you don't have a pet. If you can't get outside or you don't have a pet, then they're great. Bring a plant into your house, it grounds the energy, right? We brought 3 plants into our home, and I feel like everything has been even more zen than it already is. Not to be confused with Matt Rife, the comedian. Yes, I'm guessing, I don't know comedians, but yes, I don't think he's a comedian. I don't think. Deborah, use grounding sheets on your bed. That's amazing. Yeah, they have them for beds. You can, so I have a mat. It's not hooked up to this bracelet, but this bracelet, basically, you put this, you plug yourself into the grounding mat. Bex, welcome to the chat. Thanks for being here. And then you plug yourself into the grounding outlet of the electricity, and then you plug this part in, put it on your pulse right here. Am I saying medical terminology right? I don't know, you guys. It's Monday morning. Anyway, and then you can ground with this or my mat. You can just put your feet on the mat. So usually I have just put this because it's easy just sitting on my desk, but it's not plugged in right now. There's also a comedian by that name. You're welcome. Natasha, you're welcome. Bex says, snake plants are great for beginners. Oh, good to know. Thanks, Bex. I need to. Aaron says, VIP Deborah says, I've been using them for years because I went to electronics school. I used to work for Gateway. VIP Deborah, I had no idea. Yeah, I'm sure being around all that electricity and all the EMFs all the time, right? All the time. Wow. All right, good. VIP Aaron says to Bex, get indoor plants. I love that. Thank you for sharing. You're welcome, Lady Lois. Is that how you say it? VIP Deborah says, okay, got that. Let's talk about what I learned this morning, you guys, because it's actually quite powerful. And I would hate to move on without sharing it with you because it's so powerful. So let's do the dang thing. You guys know Bashar has made it into my frequency. I was not seeking Bashar out. Okay, good. Yes, ma'am. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Thank you for confirming that's how you say it. I like to say people's names correctly if I can. It's always powerful. Thank you, Mallory. Yeah, I know, but this, I was just like, okay, we have got to talk about this. I have got to share this, right? Because I think it's really important. Like, I'm not like attached to my ego. So if it's not coming from me, but it's still really powerful for somebody, I want to share it, right? So this is Bashar, you guys. So if you don't know, there's a man named Daryl Enka. He's been channeling an entity called Bashar for many years, okay? So whether you believe in channeling or not is not really the point of the conversation. The point of the conversation is if you're receiving information and the information is powerful and helpful, then we should share it with people, right? So that's what I'm going to do right now. So in this conversation this morning when I was getting my steps in, Bashar was talking about, my notes are right here, by the way. If you're new here, my notes are down here on my computer, so I'm just looking down to read. I want to make sure there's going to be some parts where I fully read because I don't want to mess up the message, right? But most of it's going to be my paraphrasing. Bashar says he's talking about redefining ideas and redefining definitions of ideas that are not working for you, okay? And releasing habits. So all of this is kind of going to come together after the rest of the conversation. So basically, Bashar starts talking about how it's not that we need to learn how to trust. We don't need to learn how to trust in our manifestations. We don't need to learn how to trust that there is an energy that surrounds us full of love, because a lot of it is simply us remembering who we are, right? We came into this lifetime as a specific energy, and it's simply our remembering. And so it's not something we actually need to learn how to do. Where is this? You want to listen? Lala says, it's on YouTube. I can't remember the name of it. I can try to look it up for you. But let me just get through the conversation if I can find it. Deep Sea, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the chat. So Bashar is talking about how, you guys, YouTube is a really powerful source, by the way, for tons of spiritual information if you're interested in going on the journey. You have seen him on TikTok. Little Lynn Marie, welcome to the chat. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm a big YouTube watcher when I get my steps in, because YouTube has long form content, right? 30 minutes, an hour, whatever. So I'm more of a YouTuber in the morning. But yeah. Wow, he's coming into everybody's reality. Amazing. I mean, we're all connected, right? So it makes sense, especially since he's been coming into mine and you guys have been hanging out with me. So it's like, makes sense that we're all hanging out in Bashar world together. So Bashar says we don't need to learn how to trust because we naturally trust. It's part of who we are. The thing is we need to learn how to trust the right version of what we desire. And that's where it gets a little sticky, because it's like, how can I trust that all these good things are coming to me when I don't see them yet in my reality, right? And so he says that nothing in physical, he said a big part of trusting is the definition that we give to this word trust. And he says that nothing in physical reality has a definition because everything is neutral. We've talked about this. You guys know the law of neutrality. Nothing is good or bad. Nothing is heaven or hell. Nothing is great or not great, hot, cold, whatever. It's just a perspective we're placing on it. Everything is neutral. There's a little bug. Welcome to the chat, Fab with Tab. Thank you for the follow. You need to find him, Lala. Yeah. Just look up Bashar, B-A-S-H-A-R. It's pretty simple. Bea, I think it's how you say your name. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. Beck says, love him. Yep. YouTube is the only thing I watch. Love Grandpa Bashar. right? Bashar probably is Grandpa Bashar, like billions and billions of you, a way more advanced and evolved entity than us here on this earth. But that's okay because we get to learn from them, right? We get to learn from them. So Bashar says that nothing in this physical reality has a definition because everything is neutral. So remember that. This is very important because it's going to come into play at the very end with the examples that I give you, which interestingly enough are examples I talk about all the time. It's one of the most tangible examples, but we could play with this in many areas of our life. So let's keep going. He says, meaning there is no built-in definition or meaning whatsoever to anything. There's no built-in definition. So when you go to like Webster's dictionary and you look for the definition, it's like, that's actually not the definition because there is no definition. It's only the definition somebody placed on it and then society agreed that's what it is, right? Okay, let me take a sip. Thank you, got it. You're welcome, Lala. He says, he goes on to say, VIP Deborah says 100. He goes on to say that the greatest gift we have been given by Creator, all that he calls it, all that is God, Source, Universe, Creator, whatever you call it. We're not getting into the names of it today or ever because that's not the point. The greatest gift we have ever been given in this lifetime is that life is actually meaningless. Yeah, gasp. Oh, Bashar said it, and I relayed it on a Monday morning. Life is meaningless. What do you mean by that? He says meaning, in quotes, meaning you decide what things mean, and the meaning you give something, no matter what the situation is what absolutely and utterly determines the effect that that situation has in your life. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to read it slower. The greatest gift that we've been given by God, Source, Universe, Creator, all that is in this lifetime is that life is meaningless. Meaning you decide what things mean, and the meaning that you give something, no matter what the situation is what absolutely and utterly determines the effect that that situation has in your life. So we talk about this a lot with challenges because people say, oh, I'm stuck in a challenge. My life is a hot mess. Oh, everything's going on. It's a challenge. I'm in the trenches. It's a challenge. It's a challenge. And I'm like, or you could just view it as an opportunity to become more evolved. Or you could just view it as a lesson that universe is trying to send to you for the 400th time because universe, God, Source, Universe, Creator wants you to evolve and change your trajectory, right? On a Monday, Catherine, VIP, Aaron says, VIP Deborah says, that'll be a slap in the face for a lot of people, but very true. Well, yeah, I mean, we've got to wake people up at this point, right? A lot of people are awake, by the way, a lot of people. But if you're not awake, then you're kind of living in a suffering life. I really believe that. VIP Aaron says, we make of it what we will. Exactly. Mallory says, immediately said, that sacral authority coming in hot today. Go on, girl, Catherine. Mic drop. Literally just texted this with my boyfriend minutes before you said it. The synchronicities. Go on, Catherine. VIP Deborah says, I think I'm getting better at waking people up, letting them know life is what you make it. Yep. Mallory says, I tell myself at least 20 times a day, stop saying it's so much. Yep. Let it go. Because the more that you say it's so much, Mallory, you know, you're just creating more of what? So much. And so much, not, I don't think, in the way that you desire, right? If it was so much, if you're like, it's so much, life is so good. Yes. But if you're like, oh my gosh, it's so much, it is so much, it's a lot. Yeah, let that part go, right? Anytime, my friend, anytime. It's just a training of the brain. Got to train the brain. So it gets more interesting than this, you guys. By the way, if you're new here, please follow along and join the Manifesting Club to create your best reality. Tracy, welcome to the chat. Like the using of ruins isn't hard enough. I just almost severed my thumb last night. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. Well, I'm glad that your thumb is okay. Be careful. Catherine says, we're creating our reality and I'm speaking it into existence. Yes, you are. Anita, thank you for the rose. Thank you for being here. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. Oh my gosh, so many things to be thankful for. Good evening. Good. Why did I read that as good evening? Good morning. Shay Entertainment. Shay Entertainment. Are you different than Shay in the D, or are you now Shay Entertainment LLC? Is it still the same Shay? Or is this somebody new? Because that would be a very interesting synchronicity. Myra, you can manifest because everybody manifests all the time. Mallory says, haha, literally going, it's from so much to it is so much. Yeah. And also it's a tone, right? Oh, this is so much to, oh my gosh, this is so much. This is amazing. Two of the same phrases, totally different energy attached. Oh my gosh, this is a lot. Is this so, like, it's a lot. It's a lot to like, holy shit, this is a lot, right? You guys, it's just energy. That's it. This is so simple. Okay, let's keep going. Same. Oh, amazing. Shay, welcome back. LOL, it's me, girl, just new profile pic. Well, go on, my friends. Go on. I love that. I don't think I can. Okay, we talked about that. Lella says to Catherine, me too. Girl, I know what you're saying, Anita says. Girl, well, thanks for being here. 11.1 thousand likes, you guys, in 25 minutes of streaming on a Monday morning. Thank you so much. Myra says, I have a hard time saying positive, negative thoughts overpower. Yep, it's normal. When you are learning this information, it's so normal to bounce between positive to negative. Double D's, welcome to the chat. Thanks for the heart me. Thanks for being here. So just allow it to be that it is. It's normal. You don't just go from like, I have been fighting these like limiting beliefs and this negative self-talk and this self-doubt to like, woo, my life is perfect and everything is brilliant. It typically doesn't go that way unless something really traumatic or big. I don't want to use a traumatic, unless something very life-changing happens for you. Typically, it doesn't happen that way. You bounce back and forth. You say, okay, today I was mostly positive and a little bit negative. And then the next day I was a little more positive, but barely negative. And then for whatever reason, something happened today and now I'm more positive and less negative, but that's okay. It's just one day. So tomorrow I'm going to fix it. I'm going to go back to more negative. Thank you for the roses, Double D's. Thank you for being a title gifter. Got to let the 3D play out. You just got to let it be what it is. Exactly. We leaping boys. Why do I read it like you would say it, Mallory? Every time. VIP Deborah says, yeah, I started catching myself this weekend going negative. But you caught yourself, right? VIP Erin says, Myra, first step is to acknowledge when the negative thoughts pop up. And when they do, we say, oh, that's a strange thought. Where did that come from? And then I say, you know what? I know that thought just came into my brain, but I actually don't believe that about myself. So I'm going to let that one go. Just pretend like it didn't happen. Because I know it's just an old programming that I'm starting to delete out of my brain. But I know that it's going to take a second. And I don't believe in it anymore. So I'm going to let it go, right? We just keep letting it go. Victoria is in the house. Hey, Victoria, welcome to the chat, my friend. Good morning. Shasha says, good morning, collective. Welcome. Mallory says, that's why I keep saying to Avery, at least. Yeah, you got to just keep, you guys just keep, every time you catch yourself, just say, no, thank you, not today. I don't want to feed myself that energy today. That's low vibrational and letting it go. And also being okay with it coming into your brain. Right? Okay, well, that happened, but it's not a big deal. I'm not going to put all this weight on it. I'm just going to say, okay, I had that strange little thought. No, thank you. I don't want that thought. And I'm going to keep marching forward, right? Catherine says it's a hard process, but the more you practice, the more positive it becomes. Yeah. And we could also, you guys, delete the idea that anything is hard. I decided one day that everything in my life would be easy. And then all of a sudden, everything became fairly easy because it's like a psych out. It's like, oh, well, it must be hard to learn. So if it's hard, I'm going to say it's going to be hard. And then now I'm perpetuating the hard, which I know is not what you mean, Catherine, but we can also just delete that part too. You could all decide right here and right now, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, everything is easy in your life. And then see what happens. See what happens. You're creating your reality, not the opposite way around. Your reality is not creating you. You are creating your reality. Let's not forget. Co-creating, right? Co-creating. Holy cow. Let me get caught up with the comments. Good morning. VIP Erin says, LOL, I did too, Lindsay, because we can hear her speak her words. Right? VIP Erin, I know. It's so sweet. So cute. Oh, Colleen, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the chat. I hear you all talking to me all day. You guys are so sweet. Lala says, I'm going to let that wave go and catch a new one. Go on, my friend. See, exactly. Get off that wave. Get on the one that's more positive. Thanks for trying to protect me, but I'm good. VIP Erin says, VIP Deborah says, actually, us noticed seeing that it's coming to our brain is making us more aware into ourselves. Exactly. So you can say, well, thank you, because now I have the awareness. And that's a very beautiful segue into the rest of what Bashar is saying. Do you guys see that beautiful light beam right there? I just noticed that. Isn't that pretty? Oh, nice. Okay. I just want things to be better. They will be. This is profound. Mallory says, I love that so much. I like repetition. Yep, you do have to repeat. It does take some time. Right? We have to realize that not everything is instantaneous in our reality. We're an impatient species. We've been programmed by Amazon, by the internet, by whatever to become impatient. That's part of who we are as a collective. And so if you were to drop the impatience just a little bit, it would become better faster, actually, which is kind of weird. Third Eye Diamond, welcome to chat. I love how you go through the comments, making everyone feel so seen. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. Of course, that's part of it. We are what's called Wu Wei. It's a Taoist kind of principle, which means basically flowing with like the river rather than pushing through the boulders we go around. And it's really all about collaborating with the people around you. And I could not be Lindsay with Love the Platform, which has 18.1 thousand followers, you guys. Holy cow. I couldn't be what I am without you guys. So it is a collaboration always. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for being on my team stuff. Thank you for the chili. Thank you for the heart me. Samantha's in the house. Hey, Samantha, you're so cool, friend. Well, Shay, so are you, because you're here hanging out with us. Julie Marie, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. All right. Whoa. Oh, I'm getting a little crazy on the scroll. VIP, Mallory says to Colleen, stick around for a bit, Lindsay and us got you. That's so true. Catherine's telling Third Eye, I'm an amazing person. Oh, you guys are so sweet to me. It's always helpful if we ever catch, VIP Aaron says to Third Eye Diamond, it's always helpful if we ever catch the replay on YouTube so we know what's said. Yes, you can always catch me on replay if you cannot make it live Monday through Friday. Make sure to follow along. Click up here, click follow. So YouTube, TikTok, sometimes will tell you I'm live, sometimes not, but around 9 to 9:10, usually I'm streaming live. And yeah, hang out with me. Join the Manifesting Club. It's only $11 a month. We manifest together on the full moon, well, the 14th at 8 p.m. live on Zoom. You join the live. You write down exactly what it is you desire. Pick one thing to manifest. And every single soul that is on that call will stop and send energy to you for your desires. It is a very powerful space to spend for only $11 a month. And we manifest together twice, new moon and full moon. So it's really $550 a session if you come to both. Super powerful. Holy cow. What? Mallory says, thank you. I noticed that this weekend. Yeah, I went really fast this weekend because I posted all my horoscope videos. Myra says, so dumb question. Scratch that part. Just say, so question. Is manifesting the same as saying affirmations on a daily basis? They go hand in hand. Yeah. Third Eye says, VIP Aaron, yes, or working and listening, unable to keep up. Yes, that too. Steph says, you're my people. Well, welcome to the chat, Steph. Thanks for being here. Thank you for joining my team. I think Bea is how you say your name, Bea. I've heard a panic attack can last for 60 seconds. So I affirm it till I feel it pass. It works. Yeah. Breathing into the heart chakra, opening it like a flower, exhaling on the close, focusing in on the heart, breathing in, breathing out. You guys, let's keep talking about Charlotte. I want to finish this conversation. Woo! Okay, let's keep going. For those of you that want to join the Manifesting Club, doors close on the 12th, which is next Tuesday. And we manifest together on Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? So join if you're interested. So Bashar starts to talk about this. He says, habits. So remember we were talking about how nothing has a true definition. So we were programmed that a habit is something you have. You have a bad habit, right? So you guys, this is going to blow your mind. Get ready. Hold on to your seats. Bashar says, thank you for the follow, Christine Ann. Welcome to the chat. Okay, thank you, Bea. Thank you for confirming. Bashar says, habits are not something that you have. Bashar actually defines a habit as something you are unconscious of doing. Okay, now, well, that's quite interesting. If I'm unconscious of doing it, then I don't even know I have it, right? So this is a new definition for the term habit. So take a second, maybe close your eyes if you can, if you're in a space, not driving, not working, where you can just hear the words I'm saying, to let them hit your body. Use your discernment and decide if this makes sense for you. I'm only ever sharing my journey. I'm only ever sharing what I've learned through my own meditations and my own spiritual awakening, my own Kundalini rising, my own clairaudience turning on, my own near-death experience. If that's not enough, I don't know what is. Okay. He says, Bashar says, a habit is something that you are unconscious of doing. So when you know you have a habit, realize it's not a habit, but it is you making a choice. Oh, that hurts. Hurts on a Monday. It does hurt on a Monday because we all have something that we're trying to stop doing and we call it a bad habit, right? VIP Aaron. I just want to keep going because it's really powerful information and it's hard to stop it in the middle. We might go over 10 o'clock this morning. So then the next question becomes, you might say, and this is what Bashar says, so then some people say to me, well, if that's the case, why would I keep choosing to do something that I say I don't prefer to do, that I say I don't prefer, I want? Why would I make that choice? If it's not a bad habit that I have to break, why would I make that choice? You know what? I woke up a little spicier this morning. We've got a lot of movement in the sky this month. Yeah, I don't know. We're going for it, you guys. We're going for a full-on frequency shift. By the time 2025 comes, I want your whole life to be like, holy shit, I changed my whole life in the last 6 months I was hanging out with Lindsay. So if I'm gonna do it, then you guys should come along with me, right? VIP Deborah, you're on the right track. Let's keep going. So Bashar then says there's something called the mechanism of motivation. In other words, why are you motivated to do this thing? Bashar says, you will always choose something. The mechanism of motivation says that you will always choose something in the direction of what you define as positive for you. And you will always move away from what you define as negative for you. Now, what is the key phrase in this whole conversation? The key phrase is what you define. So remember, if there are no such thing as absolute definitions and everything is the definition that you place on it, then what's happening is you have to look this. Okay, so I'm going to read out this whole paragraph because this is verbatim what Bashar says you have to look at the motivational mechanism. And you will find that if you keep choosing something that you intellectually know is not what you prefer, then the only reason you would keep choosing it is because you are unconsciously defining that thing that you don't want, as more positive than the alternative. Find out what the alternative is and why you would have attached a definition to it that actually makes the alternative that you say is positive appear or feel more negative than the thing that you say you don't prefer. Holy cow. Holy cow. Because we is scared. I mean, bingo, right? Fear. Fear, of course. Number one, fear. Because you're scared. Because you're scared. That's it. You're right. That's a lot to unpack. Should we say it again? Wow. Can you repeat that, please? Yep, I'm going to say it again. We're going to unpack it together. Get in, girls. We're raising our vibration. Come on, girls. Beep, beep. VIP Deborah says, well, Virgo, I do everything the same way all the time. So I get that. All right. Let's say it again. Mallory says, my bad habits lead to late nights, sleeping alone, but no, for real. That one hurts a little bit. I think that's a song. Oh, yeah, it is a music song. Okay. Spiritual AF, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. Melly is in the house. Hey, Melly, welcome to the chat. Because we are scared. Good morning, Maria. That's a lot to unpack. VIP Aaron says, yep, good morning. I know. I've just been professor. Thank you, deep. Wait, what? VIP Deborah, say it again. Well, can I repeat it? Yep, I'm going to. We're just babies out here scared. Is this something that the letting go box spiritual lesson will work for? Heck yeah. VIP Catherine. Heck yeah. Yes, Catherine. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Let's say it again. If you feel as though you're defining something as negative, why would you keep choosing it? Basically is the question. If I